Good morning, students. Welcome to online class. Today, I am going to explain the introduction part, continuation yesterday. Yesterday, already explained lower boundary and upper boundary. Okay. Today, the continuous introduction part. In exclusive classes, limits are the boundaries. There is no change of in exclusive classes. Limits and boundaries both are same. For example, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on. Upper boundary and upper limit of, you will take any class, for example 10 to 20 is equals to 20 only. The next one is the upper boundary of a class is the lower boundary of the next class. For example, here 10 to 20. What is the upper boundary here? 20. And the next is the lower boundary of the next class also. This 20 is also the lower boundary of the next class. That is the important of another point. And the next one is side heading is frequency. What is the definition of frequency? The number of values of a particular class is called frequency. Next side thing is frequency means, for example 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, that is your marks. 0 to 20, how many members? For example 5 members. 10 to 20 or 6 members. This particular class 0 to 10, in that group, in that class, how many members are there is called a frequency. This is called a frequency. Okay. The next one is class interval or class size or length of the class. This is the difference between upper boundary or lower boundaries of any two consecutive classes called class interval. Or another definition, the difference between upper boundary and lower boundary of a particular class is called class interval, that is CI. Here the difference between upper boundaries or lower boundaries of any two consecutive classes means here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Here the difference between 10 and 0, 10, 10 and 20, 10 are upper boundaries. 20 minus 10, 10, 30 minus 20, 10. That is the size of class, or the difference between upper boundary and lower boundary of a particular class. For example, here, what is the difference between 0 and 10? 10. What is the difference between 10 and 20? 10. What is the difference between 20 and 30? 10. That is the size of the class. Next sad thing is mid value or class mark. This is also very important in one of the problem is median. So mean. Okay, listen carefully. The average of lower boundary and upper boundary of lower boundary and upper boundary of a particular class is called mid value. It is denoted by x bar. Sorry, only x. Mid values are denoted by xi. Okay. How it is means? For example, in 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and so on, the mid value of any particular class, for example 20 to 30 is for example the average of lower boundary and upper boundary of a particular class. If you take you will take the 20 and 30 is the given, it will take the average of what is the upper boundary 30, what is the lower boundary 20. The average means sum of observations 20 plus 30 by number of observations by 2. So 50 by 2 is equals to 25. 25 is the mid value of that particular class. For example, these two. 10 plus 20, 30. 30 by 2, 15. 15 is the mid value of 10 to 20, that particular class. So like that. The next one is measures of central tendency. These are the very important measures of central tendency. Before that, the introduction part for the using of this central tendency, measures of central tendency. This is the very important 4 mark sums, 2 mark sums given in that particular part. Okay. The numerical expressions which represents the characteristics of a group. A large collection of numerical data are called measures of central tendency. These are mainly 3 types. The first one is mean. This is also called as average, or also called as arithmetic mean. Okay. The second central tendency is median. The third one is mode. Okay. Mean, average, or arithmetic mean. These are 3 are same. This is denoted by x bar. Mean is denoted by x bar. Median is denoted by m. And mode is denoted by capital Z. Okay. These are the main important 3 central tendencies. Measures of central tendencies. Mean of ungrouped data. Already this mean of ungrouped data you learnt in the class 8th and 9th. Mean x bar equals to, already you know, sum of observations by number of observations. That is the mean of ungrouped data. For example, your marks. In marks of your first, for example, in the FA1 is 25, 25, 25 for 6 25s. You got some 10, 20, 11, 15, something, 6 subjects. So, number of subjects, total subjects marks by number of subjects. That is your average marks or mean. That is ungrouped data. And another one is weighted arithmetic mean. If x1, x2, x3 and so on xn are the observations with respect to frequencies f1, f2, f3 and so on fn, then mean x bar equals to f1 x1 plus f2 x2 plus f3 x3 plus and so on fn xn by sigma fx. This is the another formula. Okay, the next one is the mean for grouped data. This is very important for our examination point of view. 4 marks sums came from this mean and median mode for grouped data. Okay. This is 3 types. We'll find the grouped data mean in 3 types. First one is direct method. Direct method, that is first one. Okay, direct method formula, mean x bar equals to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. This is the mean formula. It is very important. Mean x bar equals to sigma fi xi by sigma fi, where fi equals to frequency xi, mid value of a particular class, sigma fi, sum of frequencies. This is the direct method. Mean x bar equals to sigma fi xi by sigma fi, where fi equals to frequency, xi mid value of a particular classes, and sigma fi sum of frequencies. Sigma means sum of. So fi into xi, first multiply with the frequency and mid values, after that adding all these sigma fi xi came. By all frequencies adding sigma fi, so both division you will get a mean. Direct method, this is the formula for direct method. And the next formula is assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. Mean x bar equals to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi. This is the assumed mean method. A plus, where a equals to assumed mid value fi equals to frequency di equals to xi minus a already know xi mid value particular class. This is the second method, and third method is step deviation method. Mean x bar equals to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. A plus sigma fi di here, sigma fi ui here, by sigma fi same into extra h is there. Okay, where a equals to assumed mid value fi equals to frequency ui equals to xi minus a by h. This is the formula for ui. Here di equals to xi minus a only, by h is given ui. Okay, where xi equals to mid values, h equals to size of the class or length of the class. Length or size of the class. Okay, these are very most important three formulas. One is direct method, assumed mean method, and step deviation method. These three methods we use the finding mean only. Three methods. Especially most of the time we can use only direct method and step deviation method only. Direct method is using when means the numbers are smallest numbers is given, then we can use direct method. Big numbers is given, we can use step deviation method only. This method is using when means if asking particularly the finding the mean of we assumed mean method only. In that time only we can use the assumed mean method. Otherwise this method cannot use it. Only we always use direct method and step deviation method only. Direct method is using when the numbers is small numbers is given, and step deviation method is using when the numbers is given big numbers. Okay. The next one is, this is the mean, first central tendency. The next one is median. median of ungrouped data. Median of ungrouped data. Median is the, already you know in the class of 6th and 7th and 8th and 9th classes you learned that mean median of ungrouped data. Median is the middlemost value of the data. Which is arranged in either ascending order or descending order. In that one, two methods are there. If the number of values or number of observations is n odd, the median is the n plus 1 by 2 observation. If the number of observations is n is even, the median is the average of n by 2th observation, n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1 observations. I gave the explanation in the sums. Next, this is very important. Median of grouped data. The above is given only for ungrouped data. Here, this is the very important formula for grouped data, and then the examination point of view, so it is very important. Median M is equals to L plus N by 2 minus CF by F into H. L plus, so please look at the words here clearly, plus numerator n by 2 minus CF by F into H. L plus, this is the one term, n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Okay, where L equals to lower boundary of median class, n equals to sum of frequencies CF, cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. CF. And the next one is L is completed, N is completed, CF is the completed F. F equals to frequency of median class. And the next one is H. H equals to length or size of the class. This is the another most important central tendency. Okay. Thank you, students. Tomorrow we will discuss about the next one.